and Gaza, which gets a lot of attention. Actually, there was an Economist article that came out last week, and it had done a study on the number of news articles and media coverage on different crises. And Sudan last month got 600 global news articles written about what's happening in Sudan versus over 100,000 articles in Gaza and in Ukraine, I know, respectively. So it's really striking. When you look at the numbers in Sudan, you have 18 million acutely hungry people. So that's people either in what we call IPC 4, which is very severe hunger, or IPC 5, which is catastrophic and famine levels of hunger in Sudan. And we anticipate that this is going to get worse. We anticipate that there will be famine projections by the end of this month for Sudan coming into the lean season, which goes through October. And so we are extremely concerned. Of those 18 million people, 3.6 million of them are children. And so this is really a child hunger crisis as much as it is a Sudan hunger crisis. You've had 10 million people flee since the war on April 16th. Actually, April 16th was my first day in this job. That was really interesting timing for me. I'm also a foreign service officer, so I had been on this position a year in advance and started the day the war broke out. Since that day, over a year later, 10 million people have fled. 2 million of those have fled to other countries, and over 3 million of those are children. And so if you think about, what is it, 1 out of 8, I think 1 out of every 8 children in Sudan have left their homes to flee the violence. Time is definitely running out for people in Sudan. As I mentioned, we feel like they're at, many of them are in imminent risk of famine. Many of them have been displaced from their land, as I mentioned, and they are facing significant bombardment, aerial bombardment from the south. Girls are being forced into sexual slavery. Boys are being recruited as child soldiers by the RSF at striking and alarming numbers. A very, very high level of sexual violence, gang rape, mass murder at the hands of rapid support forces. This includes entire villages being torched and being destroyed. Do you want me to keep going?